2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. We're just about to begin our coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's on the minds of these players today?
Luke, at the end of the day, these players want one thing and one thing only, and that's their Corn Ferry Tour card. And to do that, they need to finish up in the top 50 at the end of the event.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Second shot here on the first. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 5 feet coming up to the cup. Nice line. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
He's currently tied for 5th. And they'd be feeling buoyed with confidence after that birdie. Here's a good chance to maintain the momentum.
Players want to take out any club, driver, 3 wood, whatever it takes to miss the bunkers down the right-hand side in order to give them the best opportunity to knock it on in 2. However, danger lurks everywhere around this green, so players playing cautiously might want to consider laying up. Birdie 4s are always a good score in this hole, and you're never disappointed with a 5.
Oh, well played. Rich, being a big Boston sports fan, love being here in Beantown. And look, TPC Boston's a great venue for any championship. We've had some great winners here in the past, the likes of Tiger Woods, Ricky Fowler, Justin Thomas. This golf course, it gives, but it also takes.
Look at the list of winners you just mentioned. What do they have in common? A, they're really gritty competitors, but B, they're super good, reliable ball strikers. I think that this golf course is sneaky, demanding. Whoever wins this week is certainly going to earn it on this relatively, seemingly benign, but sneaky hard golf course.
And here we are with the third shot. This one looks to be heading towards the green. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Okay, steady now. Just a short putt remaining here. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
Time to play one of the one-shotters.
A split green here. It is difficult to make birdie 2s, but par 3s should be had.
Going with the hybrid. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. And this putt is for a big 2 on the scorecard. No, that's too bad.
That will drive you bats.
Ooh, right by the hole. His next putt is for bogey. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And unfortunately dropping back to level with the card.
Unfortunately backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Ooh, that almost went down. Even for the day, trying to break into the top 10. That's a touch of class.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Teeing off here at the 5th.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Nicely done. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Going with the 5-iron here.
Look out left.
That one seemed to get away from them, Rich.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
This would be a great up and down. Straight out of the top drawer.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. Let's see what happens here on the 6th.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
From around 170 yards here, just 2 shots behind. Going with the 9-iron, I think. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
This putt for par here. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? And this one is for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Oh, I like this. The cover's coming off the big dog. Time to let it loose.
Par 5, and only the long players can reach in two. Find the fairway, then make a decision. Do I go over the large bunker 100 yards away, or do I lay back of it? Either way, you must make a par 5 here, because birdies will be had by the big hitters.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the 7th.
Nicely done.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. Well, Rich, think they can make this one?
I really can't say I'm a fan of their chances on this one, Luke, but I tell you what, I've been wrong once before.
That was a gallant attempt. 4 feet to the cup.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That gets the job done. Sitting at 1 over for the day. This hole is a par 3.
Par 3 and a diabolical green, to say the least. The left-hand side sits much higher than the right-hand side, and the green is usually very firm. A tough ask.
Going with the 5-wood. Needs this one to kick right. This would be a great up and down from this spot. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Well, good move there. Anything north on the leaderboard's always pleasant. This hole is a par 4.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Nicely done. Playing from around 160 yards.
Went straight down.
Going with the 7. Woo, back there, horsey. Atta boy, good shot. What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
You always like that on long putts when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
Oh, that was pure. Sitting at 1 over. Choosing the 9-iron here. Yeah, that one will play.
This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
And gets that putt of distance to go.
And with that now, back to level par.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Teeing off here at the 11th.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Opting for the 5-wood. Couple of birdies and a couple of bogeys. Needs to get something going here today. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. This looks good. And in it goes for the par. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Time to face a par 4.
Par 4, 510 yards. It is a brute. Those bunkers down the right-hand side are a natural attraction for wayward golf balls. Second shot is down the slope. A big, deep, gaping bunker on the right-hand side will also find its fair share of golf balls. All in all, just a tough hole, to say the least.
Playing from around 210 yards here.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Going to try and hold it against the wind.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. This one might need to get down a little. Wow, what happened there?
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. 4 shots behind our leader. Didn't that look good for a long time? This is a par putt.
Looks good.
Yeah, nicely holed. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. Teeing off here on the 13th hole.
Tee shot up the hill to a blind landing area. Second shot is to a green that is surrounded by a cavern of bunkers. If you miss all those and find the green in 2, then you'll have a decent look at a birdie 3.
That's nicely done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Sitting up here from about 160 yards.
going with the 8-iron here. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Time now for the 4th shot. 5 shots off the lead. This is one of those lengthy putts. Good one just to get close. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Oh, so close. This putt coming up is for triple bogey. And a little slide down the standings after that hole. This hole's a tough 2-shotter, a long par 4.
Fairway sweeps from right to left down the hill. Should you find the fairway, you'll have a decent look at finding the green in 2. But I gotta say, it is a difficult par 4, and you'd be happy to walk away with that score.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
That one should find the surface.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. This one's looking good. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. We have a par 4 on this one.
Par 4, and a fun little par 4 at that, just 421 yards from the back. Fairly generous fairway, but a green that can provide some entertainment as there's some different swales in the green, and your golf ball can go a-wandering if you're not careful.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Setting up to play the shot here from the green side rough. How close was that to going down? He has this putt to save his par. A good stroke. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. Sitting at 3 over for the day. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Watch out for this green. There's a large shelf on the right-hand side. If it's up there, good luck getting it close. And whatever you do, don't be silly and hit it left in the water. That's just a bad shot.
A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Oh, the wind wreaks havoc with another golf ball.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Oh, just missed. This one's for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Teeing off here on the 17th hole.
Dog leg from right to left. Second shot is down the slope. Lots of bunkers on this hole, but should you avoid them and find this sliver of a green, then birdie will be on your mind.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
And playing this one from around 120 yards out.
Downwind on this shot.
A quality shot, that. And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. It was on a good line. 7 feet to the cup.
This is what they have left for par.
Right over the spot they were looking at.
And there it is. Sitting at 4 over for the day. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green. Big deep bunker right and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Not bad. Second shot here at the 18th. This one's headed towards the rough.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Well, it's a little deeper into the rough, but it's sitting nicely.
That's some good golf right there. And this putt is for a final score of 74. That's frustrating. Just 3 feet to the cup.
And with that, this player has finished their Q School final. But Rich, unfortunately, they didn't manage to make it to that all-important top 50 and won't be able to advance to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. However, on their side is the opportunity to do it all again next year.
The player's going to have a rough go of it for another year until they can get back and hopefully get into the Corn Ferry Tour Championships.
A fair bit of soul searching, I would imagine.
There's going to be a lot of searching for your game a little bit. I mean, you're going to be traveling, living on the road full time. It's not easy nor fun, but it can and hopefully will make this player better in the future.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
.2K Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School final.
It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. I'm Luke Elvey, and alongside me in the booth is Rich Beam.
I got to say, the sun is shining, the birds are singing. What a fantastic day to be out here covering some golf. Good on you, Luke.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. Time for the second shot into the first. Good shot there, Beamer.
And he's down there. You got to read.
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup.
Ooh, just missed that one. He's currently tied for 11th. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Players looking to make 4 here, but never disappointed with a par 5.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Getting ready to play their third.
This one is all over it.
A wonderful shot, and a chance for birdie here at the second. Ouch, that hurts. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. So no movement there. The player remains at even par. It's time for a one-shotter.
Just one bunker surrounds the screen. A difficult par 3 to say the least.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
"16 feet to the cup. If it's up, it could be in. That will work.
Finally, they needed it.
He's currently tied for 12th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 4th at TPC Boston, Rich. A great short par 4.
Players looking to make birdie or better. The only difficulty is finding that front bunker. That's when big numbers can be had. For sure, birdies galore.
Chance to get one under the card with this putt. Just didn't drop. An opportunity to make their par. Now 4 back after that hole. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
Dog legs from right to left. The big danger here is the green. 3 different tiers on this green. Find the correct one. You'll have a birdie opportunity. Miss it, and it's going to be a difficult 2-putt.
Pretty good shot there.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface.
This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Trailing by 4 strokes. Here we find ourselves on the tee of a par 4.
Bunkers down the right-hand side are a nuisance. The pond fronting the left part of the green should not come into play if players find the fairway off their tee shots. Second shot to a very flat green. You can get it close, but still difficult on this long par 4.
Well struck.
The 6th hole, particularly the approach, Rich, at TPC Boston's a very strong one.
If they put the pin other than front left near the water, it's a good birdie opportunity. But once that pin sneaks over to the left-hand side, watch out. Bogeys and doubles come into the equation very quickly.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. That shot so good, we need to have another look.
What an amazing putt from way out.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot.
Par 5, 600 yards straight away. Wanting to make birdies, but par is a good number.
Time for the second shot here at the 7th.
And here we are with the third shot. 3 shots off the lead.
And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it.
Looking good.
Not sure how that putt came up shy.
I hate to use the word choke, Luke, but that's exactly what happened there. A flat out choke.
Let's see what happens here at the 8th.
Par 3, bunkers left and right. Not an easy par 3 to say the least.
This one is right down the pipe.
Luke, unfortunately, that got a horrible kick. Ended up in the rough.
Eight feet to the cup.
This one to save par. Yep, tracking well.
That gets the job done.
And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings.
Here we are at the final hole on the front 9.
9th hole, bunkers down the left will not come into play, and this green sits below the players on their second shot. We have seen birdies made here in the past, but they are really difficult to come by.
Tee shot is looking good here. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Just 3 strokes back.
Oh, come on, sit.
And he's safely on the green.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Ooh. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Big putt for par coming up. And as we head over to the 10th hole, Rich, this player will enter their final 9 holes of Q School. How will they be feeling?
Well, right now they should be pleased. They're playing awfully well. They've put themselves in good position to get their Korn Ferry Tour card. But let's face it, 9 holes left. Pressure packed, to say the least.
Sitting at 2 under. Currently tied for 4th place. This should play.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the 10th. And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. A well holed, he'll take the birdie. And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently tied for 3rd.
Managing to chase down the leaders, closing that gap. Gotta like it.
Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 3 measures 231 yards from the back. A very difficult test indeed. A long green that is unforgiving as it slopes from back to front quite severely. Birdies are hard to run by, as pars can be as well.
Perfect little fade.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Lovely touch. Well played.
Judging it beautifully.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Par 4, 510 yards. Good luck.
Wow, that was just striped.
second shot here on the 12th. Getting ready to play their third. Currently a shot off the lead. Beauty of a chip shot there.
Great touch.
Big pass over coming up for this fella.
Yeah, we'll take that. Currently at -3 for the round. Time to see what this par 4 has in store.
Tee shot is uphill to a blind landing area. Green is surrounded by some deep bunkers. However, you miss all those, you find the surface in 2, and you're going to have a pretty decent look at a birdie 3.
That dog will hunt.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Well, that certainly makes putting a lot easier when you can hit a shot like that. An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
The old hammer hands putt. Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Just one off the lead after that hole.
Setting up now on a par 4.
Par 4, sweeping from right to left down the hill. This is a challenging hole.
That's heading into the rough, I think.
The 14th hole at TPC Boston is a par 5 for the locals, a converted par 4 for the tournament, Rich, and it's a strong second shot down the hill.
Second shot, very narrow opening to this green. If you miss it out to the right in the bunkers, you have a difficult time getting it up and down. Out to the left, you have some options. Pars can be made.
It's a little wayward.
Sitting at -3, currently tied for third. What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for par here.
Ooh, right by the hole.
And this one will be for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Par 4, 421 yards. A lot of fun can be had here, but be careful of the green. It'll get you if you're not careful.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. A bit wild on approach there.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
He's currently tied for 6th.
Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
Par 3. I don't need to mention the one on the left-hand side. It speaks for itself.
This is a good time to get hot with the tournament on the line.
That's inside the house of opportunity. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
This is on a stupendous line.
Par putt coming up here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Now at the 17th hole.
Severe dog leg from right to left. Second shot down the hill to a very narrow green.
That's tidy. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That might be one club too many. That was wonderfully done. This putt will move them to 3 under par. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? 3 feet to go here to the hole. That's pretty tidy. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Of all the finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich, there's plenty that feel that TPC Boston could be right up with the very best of them.
Long hitters are looking to take it down the left-hand side and get the extra chase on the golf ball down the slope. That'll leave them with a very short second shot to a dangerous green, big deep bunker right, and a large hollow on the left-hand side. Birdies and eagles have been made before, but so have 6s and 7s.
Great shot. A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for 5th place. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last. And this putt for a final score of 68. Oh, just missed.
Putting for a par here. And with that, this player will finish the Q School final and gain a ticket to the Corn Ferry Tour next season. Congratulations to them. Rich and I will certainly be following their career with great interest.
Absolutely, Luke. They have locked down their Corn Ferry Tour card. Keep your eye on this player. They're going places.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. On behalf of Rich Beam, I'm Luke Helvey. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. UK Sports and the Corn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you today's event. Today's coverage of the Corn Ferry Tour opener is about to begin. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer is about to take part in their first Corn Ferry Tour event. I'd imagine the nerves are huge. What type of goals are they setting, and what can they expect in the season ahead?
Well, look, there's only one goal for these players, and that's to secure their PGA Tour card. And there's 3 ways to go about it. They can get 3 wins on the Corn Ferry Tour. That will automatically get them to the PGA Tour. If they finish in the top 25 in the regular season money list, that will also gain access to the PGA Tour. And for everyone else, they need to finish the season in the top 75 of the points list to qualify for the Corn Ferry Tour Championship. And then the 50 from there will go on and secure a spot on the PGA Tour.
Well, it's all promising to be a good day. Can't wait to see what happens.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Well, that shot took some serious skill. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. He's currently tied for 15th. Time to tee off at the second. Playing from around 240 yards. Going with a 3-wood here. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Yeah, well, it might not be on the green, but it's right up near the surface.
It's an aggressive play, Luke. Like to see it on this par 5.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me. Okay, steady now.
Putting for a par now.
And down it goes. And with that, he'll stay right there at even par.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Oh, so close. Putting for par. Well, that hole's behind us. More to play. So, no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall.
Next up is a par 4. Always a stern test.
And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
He's got, I'd say a solid 145 here. Wow, that one was a fairway splitter.
This one's going right at the pin here. Wow, what a shot.
A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Currently 1 under for the day.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
And he's down there.
This is looking around 115 yards out.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
This putt for a spot in the top 5.
It was on a good line. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
This is what they have left for a par.
And there it is. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Welcome to the tee of a par 4. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. That's a good-looking shot there. Henny, what's the player facing here?
And from about 105 yards,
that's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. And this putt to move into a tie for 4th place. Well played. And that will take him to 2 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Teeing off here at the 7th. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Well, that's a handy shot. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I gotta say, I don't like their chances. I have been wrong once before, but I really can't remember when that was.
This putt's about 4 feet from the hole. Currently a couple under for the round.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
That one's right out of the top drawer.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Oh, that one's straight at the pipe.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. And with that, he'll move to 3 under par. This has to be one of the more difficult holes in golf. The long par 4.
Going and going and going.
This shot from around 210 yards. He's 2 shots back. Oh my, right by the hole. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 21 feet from the cup, looking for another birdie here.
Bit too heavy-handed there. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
Nice little putt to hole, that one.
All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
3 strokes down with 9 to go, Luke. They're going to have to come up with something sporty to get to the top of the leaderboard at day's end.
Second shot here at the 10th. Yeah, this is the stuff we love, getting after this par 5 in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking in on this par 5 and 2.
That's frustrating. That'll sting a bit.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole.
It looked like it came out of a cannon. And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
And as good as they putt, you almost have to guarantee this one.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
He's currently sitting in second.
Well, now, things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Teeing off here on the 12th hole.
Well, at least it's on the green. That's the positive. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
That's disappointing.
Can't believe he did that. That drives you bonkers as a player.
Oh, wonderful effort. Confirms the par.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead.
Let's see what happens here on the 13th hole, shall we?
Wonderfully played. Playing from around 110 yards out. 2 strokes off the lead. Going with the 9-iron, I think.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
He's found the surface. Good chance here. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Looking really good, this one. Well, it's a bit disappointing.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Currently at -5 now for the day. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. Oh, that is crushed. Second shot here on the 14th.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
That's a great attempt from long range. So close. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Let's see what happens here on the 15th. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. this one from about 160 yards out. Just a couple back from our leader. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. You like that, didn't you? Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. Just didn't drop. Just 10 feet to the cup here. That was a gallant attempt. Putting for bogey. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Here we are in front of a par 3. And choosing the 8-iron here. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move. This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
This one will run uphill.
Surely it's going to.
Nicely holed. And for par. He's in a share of 3rd place. Let's see what happens here at the 17th. Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff.
Oh, I love the look of that. Couple back, Rich, and had the courage to get after it.
Absolutely, Luke. Trailing by 2, you can tie the lead if should they make the putt.
Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
This is their look at birdie.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
And as this player tees off on their final hole, they're 1 shot off the lead.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Oh, well done.
Just taking a look at this one, Rich. Do you think it's makeable?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Ooh. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Bugger, a bogey. And that's how he signs off on this event. Well, that's the way to make your Corn Ferry Tour debut.
Impressive top 5 finish in your first start ever. Gotta say, keep your eye on this player.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.